Hello everyone. Today we will be solving the Hamming distance problem, which is a problem number 461 on Leetcode. In this problem, we are given an integers and we need to convert them to binary and see the number of difference between the bits. And counting that, we can report the Hamming distance between the two numbers. So previously I was using the operator, like the shift operators to do that, but I found it a bit complicated. So I came up with another solution in which it's a three-step solution. First is to get the binary equivalent of the given numbers, okay, and then to get the length of the maximum, get the maximum length between the two numbers, the string representation, uh, and then appending the zeros at the start. So, and then the last step would be to iterate through the both the string where the length is equal and just calculating the difference and calculating the difference and returning the difference back to the calling function. So using this, it's an easy to understand solution. So let me explain you what I'm doing over here is like, first I get the numbers x and y. I get their binary equivalent over here by calling this method. So here I would be, since binary is divisible by, like we check if the remainder is equal to, divide by 2 is equal to 0 or not. Using this logic, we'll get the binary equivalent of all the numbers that we need to pass. So after that, we calculate the length. So the reason of calculating the length is like, if I pass an input 1 and 4, for like if I pass the input 1, so the string 1 would be returned as only 1, and here the string would be returned as 100, like 100. So in order for me to calculate the Hamming distance, I need to make sure that I append two zeros at the start of string x1. So if I do that, then I get the string 001 and 100. And in this case, if I compare both the digit, like starting from index 0 till n minus 1, I'll, like if I compare the string at char at 0 and string at char at 2, I'll compare to know that these two bits are different. And if I add the, like if I increment the counter from 1 to 2, 1 and 2, I'll get my answer as an output of 2. So that's the reason why we first calculate the length over here to identify which length is greater, and we assign that length to the length variable, and based on this length variable we append 0 at the start of the numbers. So using that, so I come inside this function. So if the length is 3, so first I will be checking the string dot length. So if I'm passing this, if I'm calling this with length 1, so I'll be going inside this function. I will 1 less than 3, true, come inside this function where I'll be appending the zeros of 3 minus 1, 2. So I know that I have to append two zeros over here. So I'll go inside the while loop, like 2 greater than 0. I'll append I'll append 0 at first case, and then I'll decrease 2 by 1. So by doing it over here, so 2 minus minus will be 1. So 1 greater than 0, I'll again append it, and the moment I decrease the 1 to 0, this while loop is not executed, and I'll return the string of 001. Then I'll, using the same length variable that I declared at line number 6, I'll iterate through both the list, and wherever the characters are not equal, I'll increment the difference of the distance and would return back to the calling function. So using this, we are able to solve the given test case. If we run the code the same way, let's check if the solution passes. So yeah, so it gets passes with runtime of 2 milliseconds. So let's see what is the big O notation over here. So first, like when I call this first method, it would be iterating through the entire string So sorry, the entire number. So it would be big O of n over here in this case. So out the big O notation is big O of n here, and here it's big O of n, big O of m. So this is just big O of 1. We are just doing a calculation over here. Then in this case, we are going till a particular length, which so it would be big O of n and big O of m over here as well. Big O of big O of n, and then based on that, so the entire runtime complexity over here should be big O of n plus m, because we are iterating till the length of a given string, so which would be either 3 or 1. So it would be either the length of first string or the length of the second string. So it would be big O of n or big O of m, the runtime complexity of the current algorithm of Hamming distance. Thank you.